What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Today we are bringing you the first one-day international versus Pakistan. We are bowling first, and for some reason or another, I didn't really want to bowl in the power play. Went to go and change my player. I will change the bowler, I guess, as I am the captain, and just couldn't seem to do it. So that's a little bit funny. But we are going with this plan, this usual plan that we have when we do bowl in the power play, or even bowl in limited overs cricket in general. We've got old man Vittoria in close with the helmet on, and then we are just bowling these. Oh, see, there's the chance there for old man Vittoria, but he just can't get it. Those Yorker leg cutters, because they do seem to work absolute wonders, at least for these first couple of overs anyway, and then we will go on from there. Now, moving on, I guess, to, cricket worldwide, shall we say. That's not a very good ball. That is the only problem with the leg cutters sometimes. You get them too close on the legs, on the pads, and they will be hit away. It probably is just going to be just a 3. I was going to say, I thought they were going to go and try and run the 4th there, but just a 3, but not the greatest of starts in this first over. But World of Cricket, I know there's Asia Cup on last night. I think Bangladesh were playing Sri Lanka. I'm not actually sure of the result of that game. I haven't actually had a look yet. But I know the night before, obviously, the big clash, India-Pakistan, which India came out on top. But MS Dhoni slammed the pitches that they are playing on in the Asia Cup, because for those who have been following it, a lot of low scores. There have been quite a lot of scores that have been under 100, and that hasn't been because, you know, the bowling has been good. The bowling effort all round from all teams has been fairly decent. But mainly it's because the pitches aren't good, and Dhoni has slammed it, saying obviously it's not very good practice for the World T20 where the pitches aren't going to be this slow and low. Now McCullum's come in. I wanted McCullum to come in from my end, but maybe because I ran into bowl already, that would be why. Because I ran into bowl and then pulled out, obviously I have to go and start my over. So we've bowled the 1 over so far, just a 1 over, and we'll go and bring ourselves back in later on. We'll bring in Hamish Rutherford, who I was going to say played in yesterday's game. There was a North versus South. We have an Island of Origin competition here in New Zealand, which is, it's not similar to the State of Origin, but, same sort of concept. North versus South in a T20 game, played one a year, and basically it's all the players depending on where you, I think it's where you're born, not where you play from, because I mean players were playing for teams that they don't currently play for. Like James Neesham was playing for the North Island. He's a guy who plays for the Otago Volts, which is obviously located down south. My words are all over the place this morning. I'm so sore, I'm so tired. I went to the nets yesterday and just probably bowled a little bit too much. Compared, well, I haven't bowled in a long time. My batting was very suspect, as usual, as I would expect. I was bowled quite a few times. I think I would have been caught behind a couple of times as well. A few edges that would have carried straight to the keeper. But it was a lot of fun. Go out there, obviously go and do something, rather than just going and sitting at home and playing the games. But yeah, apart from that, I don't think too much is going on. I know there was some Sheffield Shield stuff on. I know Tasmania had a big win for all you Tasmanian fans against Victoria. And I'm trying to think of the other results. I think the other was a draw. There was a draw, and I think there was a late win as well. It may have been in the Queensland game, which I didn't actually watch, but I saw a video this morning of some players just going absolutely crazy in a celebration. So that may have been the Queensland Bulls. But there's another overdone. Getting that in-swing skill up. That's what we need to do. They've lost early wickets here, Pakistan. My words are just all over the place this morning. I cannot talk whatsoever. They've lost 3 in the first 16 overs. So if we can go and really try and get something going, pick up another couple, then we are going to go and put ourselves in a very good position going forward, obviously chasing this total. We probably won't have time today for batting, but we will obviously have Wednesday's video of batting career coming your guys' way at the normal time. So really looking forward to that. And I think at the moment, obviously throughout this year so far, we have just been doing the 6 videos a year. Last week was the first time I've done 7. Obviously Cliffy's Champions League was yesterday. If you haven't gone and checked that out already, make sure you go and do. But it's a lot of fun. It is a little bit more work, but it is a lot more rewarding. And obviously 3 Don Bradman videos a week. No, not 3. 3 gameplay videos, and then, the 4th sim video, I guess you would say, with the Champions League is a whole lot of fun to do. It is very, very enjoyable to go and do that. So, another good over from us. I think this is just our 3rd over that we have bowled. Oh, uppish over point. That is going to be 4. Not many fielders out there. Misbah Huck, he is not being tuk-tuk today. He is a motor-powered tuk-tuk that is just going at a rate of knots. He was 6 off 1, remember, so he was absolutely smashing it. He has slowed down a little bit since then, but still, we're back into the power play. Back into the power play. Right, I'm going to bowl with this field, because this field seems to work quite well for me with the leg cutters, but we are going to go and bang in probably some in-swinging Yorkers, and just try and get something going. Just try and either sneak something through or get them to play off the pads. We've got two, well, I wouldn't say two guys catching, but two guys in, well, I guess backward of square leg. My words are just all, I do apologise, my words are all over the place this morning. Absolutely shocking. Right there, that's where we've got those men. Behind square would be the best term. I don't know. I think I need some orange juice. There's orange juice over there, but it's too far away. Right, so that's pace 9. No, it's not even pace 9. What am I doing? I don't know. We're just going to rock with this. It's pace 8, the field that I was using. But we'll just dig in those Yorkers, and hopefully it is not going to be too much of an issue. I just can't. I really do apologise. I just cannot even talk this morning. My words are just all mumbled. I didn't get much sleep last night. For those who may or may not know, we did have a semi-big earthquake in Christchurch. It was actually centred quite close to my house, which is why it did feel bigger than it probably was. I think it was a 4.2 or 4.3 in the end. It was only 5 k's deep, but it was only about 3 k's from my house, so that's why it was quite strong. It got everyone up. Everyone was a bit, you know, not this again kind of thing. And it did feel like when it was happening, I was obviously still half asleep when it was happening, but afterwards it kind of felt like, wow, that was actually quite a lot bigger than it was. And you know, I'm one of those guys that I've been through them all. You know, I've been here since obviously the start, but I just could not get back to sleep last night. I just could not get back to sleep. I don't know what it was. I don't know if I was worrying. If I was worried, I guess for everyone, worried for Shelby because she hasn't really been through, you know, too many of them. This is probably, I was going to say one of the biggest ones she's been through, but obviously we had that 5.5 about 2 weeks ago on Valentine's Day. Was that a 5.5? I'm sure it was a 5.5. So she's been through that one, but I guess this one, because it was so much closer to home and a little bit shallower as well, it does make a big difference. Come on, we need a wicket here. Oh my goodness. You do have to like that though. With the new patch, they have gone and made it so that the AI do take more twos. You know, their running's a little bit more riskier, which does lead, obviously. I was saying that it does lead to runouts, but I don't think since a new patch has been brought in, shall we say. I think on both PS3 and PS4, I don't think I've seen a runout in career. So obviously they are taking a little bit more risk, but I guess, you know, it is more calculated risk. And a lot of the times when it used to be the fact that they should be taking 2, they were only taking 1. But now in this case they are going and definitely taking those 2s and making it look fairly easy as well, which, you know, it is good for a bowling point of view. It does make you go for a few more runs, and wickets are quite hard to come by now as well. You know, I still do, I guess, pretty well to keep the economy rate down, and I think with that wickets do come. And, you know, if you bowl at the start or bowl at the end, I prefer to go and bowl at the death, because that's where you go and obviously pick up your wickets, especially if you've been economical throughout the middle stages, which normally is where I bowl. We bowled that 1 over first up today, which was quite strange, but you know, sometimes you do see that happening, especially in T20 cricket now. You may get a spinner who's going and, you know, just bowls the first over in the game, just so the batsman, you know, can't really go and use the pace. They have to go and readjust. And quite often that does happen. Like, you'll see a guy who'll just come in. Sometimes it's even a part-timer. Like, Sri Lanka have done it quite often with someone like see, my words are all over the place. Tilakaratne Dilshan, for one, who would come in, you know, fairly decent bowler, would come in and just bowl his 1 over, and that would be all he would bowl in the game. And it's not a bad ploy, it's not a bad tactic, because obviously it's something probably that the batsmen aren't expecting. It's something that, you know, they'd probably be, you know, for New Zealand's point of view, they'll be looking at facing maybe Tim Southee and Trent Boult, maybe Mitch McClenaghan in the opening stages of the game. But then you go and bring on this little part-time spinner, you know, you bring on someone like, I wouldn't say Nathan McCullum's a part-time spinner, but, you know, you bring on maybe like Kane Williamson, or McCullum does go and bowls that first over for you, and it throws the batsman off a little bit. I think we've bowled 6 overs now, and we've just hit, Just had no real luck with our bowling today. We haven't really created, I would say, too many chances. There haven't been too many plays and misses. A few aerial shots, but nothing to write home about at this stage. But, saying that, we do still have about 4 overs left. Ooh, that's a good shout. I think that's going down leg, though. So many shouts yesterday at the nets for LBW. There was probably one that was out, and that was when the guy, I think we were getting to that stage where we just couldn't really be bothered too much, and everyone switched it up. They were bowling left-handed, batting left-handed, and I think there was actually one, it was an LBW decision that was quite plumb. Oh, please don't be a wide. You're joking! That is only just missed leg stump, umpire. That is a joke. That is an absolute joke. That has only just missed leg stump. And he's given it a wide. That is international cricket these days, especially in limited overs cricket. Basically, you go down leg side, you're going to be pulled up for a wide. It's basically what happens. You need to bowl either on leg stump or straighter. That one there, that's another aerial shot. But again, we see the batsman taking that run. That there always is a run there. That man is deep at mid-off. So there is always a chance for a single there. Had he been up a little bit closer, we could have potentially been talking wicket time. But not the case. Not the case. We're just going to continue to keep plugging away. Nice wee partnership these two have gone and put on together as well. So we're looking to go and try and break that sooner rather than later. See now there we go. That is a more riskier run, and that's what I'm talking about. We haven't had, I said earlier, we haven't had a run out in so long in this game, and finally we get one, and it is actually when we are recording as well. And who do you expect it from but Brendan McCullum fielding down there at mid-on to go and pick that one up. So great work by him. The Kiwis get a run out. Oh, that's lovely. That is just incredible. Oh, and now we're hitting the stumps from everywhere. We're hitting the stumps from the boundary rope. You gotta love it. You have got to love it. But a run out just like that, just as I was saying earlier in the over, you do not get that many now. And one often leads to two, and we've gone and got rid of both Seth batsmen. Oh my god, I still can't talk. In the space of 3 balls. Obviously the run out to get out Misbah, and now we've got a caught and bowled against Yunus Khan. Now this is going to change the game drastically. We don't want pace balance 5, we want pace defence 5. Those 2 wickets have gone and changed it drastically. Pakistan were cruising at, what were they? Well, they scored 2, so they would have been 3 for 178. Absolutely cruising. Now they are down to their wicketkeeper, their last 2 recognised batsmen. And you get through this, and their bowlers obviously not the greatest batters in the world. So if we can go and pick up a wicket very soon, we are going to be in with a good chance. But now 5 for 192. I think we have 2 overs left to go. And, oh, I thought that was another caught and bowled opportunity. It's not looking good for Pakistan here. They are going and starting to struggle. But we've gone and picked up that wicket. If we can... I'm not even fussed. I've gone through this numerous times in career mode episodes. Shafiq is actually on 6 off 1. Wow. I've gone through this numerous times on episodes. Quite often in teams, you'll have the guy who is the retaining, the maintaining, the holding bowler, I guess you would say. And if he goes, like in this situation here, where we've got 2 overs left, let's say even we go for another 10 runs from this stage here, we're still going to bowl our 10 overs for just 36 runs, and we are going to pick up a wicket. Now, what that does, because you are bowling so economical, it means that the batsmen are going to have to take risks against the guys bowling from the other end. And if they do that, it's going to obviously make their figures look good. It could come off and they could score a lot of runs, but you have gone and done your job. You have made it so that those players can be a little bit more expensive. They can go for a few more runs, and it's not going to affect the team in a huge way. But I think we've got 1 over left. If we could pick up one of these 2, and as I said, expose the tail, it would be the best thing that we could do. Would be the absolute best thing we could do. With just 12 overs left to go after this, just those 5 wickets left in hand. So if we can go pick up that 6th, I think Pakistan will possibly struggle to score 250. Fingers crossed. But we need to get this wicket first and foremost. That is the key. Not giving away anything easy. And that's what we need to keep doing. If we can break through one of these, we are going to have an end open, especially with the likes. I was going to say our big fast bowlers, but because the bowlers are so messed up on this game, they're so messed up on the save, we are going to see McCullum, Fulton and Rutherford running in and rolling their arm over, bowling their little mediums and off-cutters, excuse me. But this has been a pretty good episode for us, economy-wise. We obviously have only gone and picked up that 1 wicket. We forced that second one, and that is going to be a 4. So a nice shot there from Safaraz to move himself on to 20. We've got our final ball, and then we are going to go and wrap things up here. No wicket for us. It's pushed into the covers, and they don't get any. So 1 for 30 off our 10 overs. That is a very good return. As I said, it does mean that the other bowlers can be a little bit more expensive, and we aren't going to pay for it as much. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap things up here. Do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter. Links that can be found down below in the description. As I said, hope you guys are having a good week. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We've got some more FIFA 16 Phoenix career mode. Make sure you do not miss that.